what did I do? Sorry, Greg. All right.
The Advent season, a time of grace, giving, and celebration. 5 candles with 5 meaningful and reflective themes.
The Christmas pageant, a time of chaos and costume improvisation. Mothers and fathers with video cameras painstakingly memorizing lines, instantaneously forgetting them, and most importantly, the beautiful scene of Jesus' birth.
In her book, The Meaning of Advent, Melissa Howard explores the significance of each of the 5 candles and the importance of their distinct messages. Similarly, Barbara Robinson elaborates on the trials and tribulations of heading the annual church Christmas pageant in her classic short story, The Best Christmas Pageant Ever.
Today, we've decided to bring you a little bit of both. Thus, without further ado, we wish to present
The Best Advent Liturgy Ever. Candle 1, Hope.
What would the Christmas season be without hope? Hope for a new bike, hope for a new job. Hope that Christ's coming will bring about the love and fulfillment that only He can bring. The first candle symbolizes the promises the prophets delivered as a message from God, promises that foretold Christ's birth.
Many times, the purest form of hope is that of a child.
Letters to Santa.
Dear Santa Claus, my brother Arthur says there is no Santa Claus, and that I'm wasting my time writing to you, but he is wrong lots of times, and I know you are really and truly you. I would like you to bring me some ice skates and a new teddy bear because my old bear Harold has a worn-out belly, and anything else you think a good little girl would like. Love, Margie.
Dear Santa, this is my Christmas list. A bike and a Wii and a basketball hoop, the kind you set up in the driveway. And I want surprise stuff too. Santa, I've been very good this year. If my sister says anything about me breaking her talking doll, I just want you to know that it just stopped talking. And I had nothing to do with it, even if I was holding it. Jason, P.S. And I'm really very sorry about Blackie, her hamster.
Mother didn't expect to have anything to do with the Christmas pageant except to make me and my brother Charlie be in it, and to make my father go and see it. Every year he said the same thing.
I've seen the Christmas pageant.
You haven't seen this year's Christmas pageant. Charlie's the shepherd this year.
Charlie was a shepherd last year. No, you go on and go. I'm just going to put on my bathrobe and sit by the fire and relax. There's never anything different about the Christmas pageant.
There's something different this year.
What?
Charlie's wearing your bathrobe.
So that year my father went to see his bathrobe, he said. Actually, he went every year, but it was always a struggle. And Mother said that was her contribution to the Christmas pageant, getting my father to go to it. But then she got stuck with the whole thing when Mrs. George Armstrong fell and broke her leg. Mrs. Armstrong was so good at giving orders, she was just naturally the head of everything she belonged to. And at church, she did everything but preach. Most of all, she ran the Christmas pageant every year. And somehow Mother got stuck with that.
Candle 2, Love.
The second candle symbolizes Christ's love for us. He is the light sent into our world to show the way out of darkness.
And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet, ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast, and he himself,
The Grinch carved the roast beast.
We all have different Christmas traditions, yet all our differences are bonded together by one aspect, love. After ransacking Whoville and stealing every bit of Christmas, Dr. Seuss's Grinch had a change of heart, literally, when he realizes that it's not about the noise or the tree trimmings or the roast beast feast, not even the blissful singing. Christmas is about love for mankind and sharing it with one another, not only on Christmas Day, but every day.
In the end, it was Charlie's fault that the herdman showed up in church. For 3 days in a row, Leroy Herdman stole the dessert from Charlie's lunchbox, and finally Charlie gave up trying to do anything about it.
Oh, go on and take it. I get all the dessert I want in Sunday school.
What kind of dessert?
Chocolate cake, and candy bars, and cookies, and Kool-Aid. We get refreshments all the time. All we want.
You're a liar.
Leroy was right. We got jelly beans at Easter and punch and cookies on Children's Day, and that was it. Of course, that was the wrong thing to tell the Herdmans if you wanted them to stay away. And sure enough, the very next Sunday, there they were, slouching into Sunday school, eyes peeled for the refreshments. At the end of the morning, Reverend Hopkins came to every class to make an announcement.
We'll be starting rehearsals soon for our Christmas pageant.
All of a sudden, Imogene Herdman dug me in the ribs with her elbow.
What's the pageant?
It's a play. And for the first time that day, except when she saw the collection basket, Imogene looked interested.
What's the play about?
It's about Jesus.
Everything here is.
So I figured Imogene wasn't really interested in the Christmas pageant. But I was wrong.
Candle 3, joy.
You bring peace and serenity into my life, joy to my entire existence. Joy is a light that fills my heart with hope of the future. Joy is so much more than happiness. Joy is like sunshine that fills you with a warm, wonderful feeling that radiates to everyone around you. It lights your way through life and fills your heart with so much love it overflows to everyone. Joy is being loved by you.
The third candle reminds us that the only lasting joy to be found in life on earth is through Christ. All other joy is fleeting and does not last.
So there is my mother, stuck with a Christmas pageant full of Herdmans in the main roles. Then, the flower committee took a potted geranium to Mrs. Armstrong and told